This is the final project by Danielle and Jillian. Woo! Here we are. Hello! We are going to be going over theories and ideas, Keller's arcs of motivation, schema, formative and summative assessments, and then for tools and apps, we will be looking at Class Dojo, Stick Pick, and Explain Everything. I'm currently using Explain Everything, so that should help explain everything. And we will be covering skills and resources such as YouTube, fonts, and how to edit, and BrainPop. So the theories and ideas that we are going to go over are Keller's arcs of motivation, and here they are. So the A in arcs is for attention, R, relevance, C, confidence, and S, satisfaction. We want to cultivate all of these qualities in our students, and here on this handy dandy chart are some ways to do that. Participation, humor, and experience, choice, modeling, things like this. Self-confidence, we want to really cultivate confidence in our students so they are successful and are satisfied with their work. So positive outcomes, unexpected rewards is really great. Avoid negative always really helps students succeed. And so this theory is
helping to promote student engagement.
Exactly. And so schema is also something we looked into. So schema is
how we view the world based on our experiences.
And here is our brain. And every time we learn something new, it goes into our schema. So now we are putting all of these things we're teaching you into your schema. Where's the arcs? Put that in our schema. So our schema is growing with every new thing we learn and is shaped by our life experiences, who we surround ourselves with, what we have experienced. And so we want to cultivate a good environment for our students to be able to learn and grow their schema. We also looked into different ways of assessing students. We talked about the exit ticket, which is a wonderful
formative assessment.
So exit tickets are things like little assignments or questions that are usually on a little piece of paper that students will hand to you maybe before recess or a lunch break, and they just have to do a quick little assessment. Or you can even do like a thumbs up, thumbs down assessment, things like that to get your formative assessment. For summative assessments, these are things that are
done at the end of the unit, like final paper.
And report cards, like seen here. Da-da-da-da. So the tools and apps that we chose to explain and show you are Class Dojo. This is going to be the first one we look at. Class Dojo is a really awesome. It's an app that you can use on your phone or your iPad. You can also use it on your computer, and this is what it is. You've got these little monsters which represent each student in your class, and here they are. Here's a great example. Excuse me. Here it is. So all students are here, and during the class you can add points or take away points. Here is where you click on that, and you can have this projected for the students to see, or you can keep it hidden. And so this is like to replace maybe the clip up, clip down chart or different behavioral issues like that. Class Dojo also offers a really great way to communicate with parents, and let's just show you how to do that.
There's also different icons that you can choose for how to give kids points up or negative points, like for talking out, for being disrespectful, for having their hands on another kid, and you can choose whichever ones you want to use and different symbols for those.
Whoops. So this is how you sign in. La-di-da-da-da. And the next app we want to talk about is StickPick. So we have all been to elementary school because we went there when we were little, and my elementary school students used popsicle sticks in a can. This is so students don't feel like the teacher is picking on the same student every time, or this gets all students involved in class discussions.
Keeps them on their toes because they never know if they're going to get picked.
Truth. So this is great. It's an app you can always have in your hand in the classroom. You would have as many sticks as there are students.
Hopefully not one.
And when you pick that stick, this is the most amazing thing. You can set up these sticks to have prompt questions that are tied in with blooms. And so, as you see here, blooms questions. It's so fantastic. So, instead of having to remember all these blooms prompts in your brain, in your schema, they are right here for you on this app. And
it allows you to differentiate for different students who may not be as high on the blooms as others.
And there's also an option to mark the students as English language learners. So I'm definitely using this app in my class. And then the last thing we're going to talk about here in our tools and apps is Explain Everything. Explain Everything is quite incredible. That is what we're using for this project currently. And as you can see, it is pretty cool. I'm talking as well as finding pictures and expanding them for you. Oh my goodness, look at this. You can add photos to your Explain Everything. You can add videos. You can be drawing while you are talking. Ooh, this is my beautiful drawing. So you can have students make their own Explain Everything projects, or you can also always, where did the X go? There we are. You can also the parents needs. You can also send or have a homework assignment be to watch an Explain Everything video rather than have the video shown at school, and that would be flipping the classroom. Not something we're really going to dive into, but Explain Everything is a tool to support that concept. The skills and resources we are looking into are YouTube, fonts, and BrainPop. So, YouTube is a wonderful resource to use in the classroom. YouTube.com. I have used it in first grade to show videos like Schoolhouse Rock, and here we are. We can just show you how easy it is to get some wonderful information for our students using YouTube. You want to skip the ads usually. And 2, 1, skip. And you want to be careful about those ads while you're using YouTube.
As your body grows bigger, your mind has power. It's great to learn.
Because knowledge is power.
It's Schoolhouse Rock, the tip of the book of your favorite Schoolhouse Rock. You've been waiting for Conjunction Junction.
Oh my gosh, stop. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Stop. Go. Oops. So that was YouTube, and now we have fun fonts to use in the classroom. So we found some free font websites like defont.com. There's another one called 1001 Free Fonts. And what you have to do is, well, get your little browser working. And this is where we have the issues. And so here's defont.com. You can look up some awesome fonts that you can use, and they are free. The way you download these to your computer say I want to download Sweet Pea, all you do is push download, and
Then it will download in a zip drive. You will click on the one that says True Type Font or True Type File, and you click on it, and it will load right into your computer fonts.
you will then have to close all Word documents you have open, and then reopen it. Let your your font file be loaded into your font selections, and start using your fonts. And then when you save these documents, you want to save them as a PDF, so you'll be able to see the wonderful fonts you have just downloaded. And we like to use these in first grade for parent newsletters, for posters on the walls,
Bulletin boards.
and kids really like them. And the most exciting one, not exciting, the most useful one I found was a Danielian one that the students are able to trace. And so this is a really good resource, especially for those younger kids if you want them to trace.
Brain Pop is our last resource, and there are different forms of Brain Pop. There's Brain Pop, the regular one, Brain Pop Junior, and Brain Pop for English language learners. When you go to Brain Pop, you can select different categories and select different grade levels where you can see videos, take quizzes that go along with them. It also has supplemental materials and things that are really cool and hands-on for kids. The kids can work either on their iPads, computers for the activities, or you have the chance to print them off and use them in your classroom as well. They have really cool characters that apply to the kids and totally relate to them, like Mr. Moby shown right there. It's pretty cute. And it's just a pretty good, cool tool. Unfortunately, you have to pay for it. You can use a school login if your school decides to purchase it, or you can pay for it just to use it in your classroom.